Hi everybody, it's Wendy from Personally Yours by Wendy. If you're catching this part of the video, you are catching the replay, #replay. You'll know that there'll be a red live button in the corner if I am live. We'll just wait for a few people to come on and then we'll get started. I hope everybody's having a good start to their weekend. And hi Jill, how are you? I will just wait a few more minutes for people to come on and then we will get started. Good morning, Jill. How's the weather there in Canada? It's beautiful here today, except we're supposed to get snow starting at 5 o'clock tonight, and then we're getting snow Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. It's not a good look. Not looking forward to it. Hi, Marquita. How are you? We have 2 more minutes. We'll wait for a few people to come on and then we'll get started. We're using very little clay today, but we are using it. How's everybody doing? This is the first time I've ever done this early in the morning. I kind of like it because I have to go milk and bread, you know, for the snow. After this, I'll be having my AirPod in, watching everybody else while I go shopping. And that's it. Hi, Pam. How are you? I know. Hi, Janice. I'm not looking forward to it. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday's a lot. It's a lot. Hi, Shelby. How is everybody? Look, we have 1 more minute till 9 o'clock. Then we'll get started. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the snow at all. At all. I'm done now. I'm done with winter. Done. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Tanya. I'm so glad everybody's coming in. Hi, Regina. Yeah. Hi, Tina. Oh, you're in the Walmarts. Anything good? Hi, Walmart shoppers. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. We're going to get started. Hi, Eliza. How are you? I'm so glad, Tanya. Okay, so I'm going to ask, as I always ask, do you want to see what we're making or do you want to start making it? First 3, and then hi, Christy. Okay, guys, first 3. So do you want to see what we're making or do you want to just start making it? You want to be surprised or do you want to see? You know me, I always have to make 1, 2, 3. See it? Okay, we're gonna see it. So the theme is petals and pearls. We are making these lollies. So they have some clay, they have some petals, I'm gonna show you what I do to the edges of the petals. I'm gonna show you the whole thing. We're gonna make the tassel. And then, so this is one that I made. And then this one is another one. Can't even see me behind it. It's humongous. Can you see it? Here's another one. So we're gonna do this size today. No, we're not. We're doing this size today. We're doing this size today. This is in between the 2. Hi, Teresa. Okay, so this is what we're doing. I will tell you, so the first thing I did was I used crushed velvet, white crushed velvet. So we just take the white crushed velvet. Now I'm going to tell you, this is why I practice everything first, so that I can tell you what will work and what will not. I thought that I could use fabric tack to put the fabric on here. It ate right through the styrofoam, right through it. So you cannot do that. So what I did was I Mod Podged the whole thing. I put my fabric on. I let it dry overnight. Then I put the edges back and I just glued it with a little hot glue all around the back. And then I covered it with a piece of white felt. Okay? Hi, Susan. Do not try to use the fabric tack. It ate right through the styrofoam. I'm sure that if I read the back, if I could see that tiny little writing, it probably would have said, do not use on styrofoam. It literally was like a science experiment. So you can use Mod Podge. You can use tacky glue. Tacky glue is just going to take a little longer to dry. You put it on, let it sit overnight, wrap it. Okay, so now for this one, I was able to wrap the sides. It was no problem. I had enough fabric. But this is the size of the fabric I had. Just this square was longer, okay? So on the big one, I just put rhinestone ribbon all along to hide the seam because it wouldn't go to the back, and I also covered it with white felt, okay? So you can even use this on the ones that it fits, but that's what I did on the big one where it didn't fit all the way around. I just put a hole in the styrofoam. I will glue this in after because it's easier to work on it without the stick in it. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how I make the tassel for this. If you know how to make tassels, then this will be no surprise to you, but I know some people might not know how to make them. So I have different yarns here. I have a white yarn that has like a little bit of iridescent going through it. I have like a peach yarn. I have a light pink. I have a little bit of a brighter pink and then an even brighter, okay? You can use any kind of yarn you want. I wanted a tassel with the thin yarns, but I also made one that has thick yarn. I'll show it to you. You can add all different things to your tassel. See, this one has thick yarn through it, but I wanted the ones with the thin yarn. And the reason I didn't add anything to these tassels, yeah, Lori, it ate right through it. The reason I didn't add anything to these tassels is because we have so much ribbon and things hanging down. I didn't want it to take away from that, but you can for sure add whatever you like. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I just have here, this is one of the frames from Dollar Tree. It's just what I had on hand. You can use a CD cover, anything that's rectangle, and it's the length that you want. So I'm going to put all these on the floor because it's easier. I'm going to grab my ends, throw them on the floor. Who's made tassels before? Hi, Maricela. I'm going to put all my strings in my hand like this. This one we're not using for this. And I'm just going to, I have them all here, just like so. I'm going to, hi, Tina. Hi, Shannon. I'm going to take the ends. I'm going to hold it with my thumb, and we're just going to wrap. Just going to wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap. Hold on, I have to put this on the floor. Okay. We're just going to wrap and wrap and wrap. So you're just gonna wrap until until you think it's the thickness you want. I just go by eye. Hold on, okay. 2 more, 1, 2. I'm gonna bring it down here. I'm gonna hold it with this finger. So now it's wrapped here, it's wrapped here. I'm gonna leave myself some extra. And I'm just gonna throw these, hold on, I'm gonna pick them up and put them back in their bucket. Okay, so this is what we have. Okay, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna slide it off. My both ends are down here. I'm just gonna hold it so I don't lose everything. I'm gonna slide it off. And I'm gonna get my finger in here just to hold the end. When it comes off, I wanna put my finger right here so that I know that this is my top. I can tell that this is my bottom because of my 2 loose ends. And I'm gonna pull it off like so. Now this is a little easier to use because it's got the plastic covering on it still. Now this is what I have. I have my finger in the top. I have my finger in the top just like that. I'm going to take some, you can use the yarn, but I find that the yarn is not strong enough for what I'm doing because I'm going to tie this around my stick and I'm also going to glue it. So this is just like some, I guess it's like a coated twine. That's what this is. So I'm just going to cut a piece. Let me move this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it through the hole where my finger is. I'm going to grab it. Just like this. Okay? This is what we have. I'm going to hold this tight up here. I'm just going to move all this down. I have my 2 ends down here. There's one over here, one over here. And I'm going to make a surgeon's knot. So a surgeon's knot is you take it, you cross it over like you're, hold on, I want it even. Okay, you take it, go over and under again. And I'm going to tie it like that. Okay, see? Then I'm just going to make a knot on top of that and pull it tight. I'm going to take my 2 strings here. Now, I may cut this later, but for now, I'm just going to tie a little knot in the top. Just like that. So now we have all our strings hanging like that. Thank you, Sam. We have all our strings hanging like that. I'm going to lay this down on my table, and I'm going to take whatever color. I think I'll use the peach. I'm going to cut a length of string. Now, there are several ways to do this. The reason I'm doing it this way, there's a way to do it that you would thread the needle with this yarn and pull it back through, but I don't mind if my yarn hangs down because it matches the colors I have. So I'm going to put it underneath, just like so. I'm going to tie. So I'm going to see if that's the size of the top that I like. And it is. So that's what we have. Can you see? So I'm just going to wrap it around here. And to make my life a little bit easier, I'm going to tie one time here so that I don't lose my spot. Okay, that's what we have. And I'm just going to wrap it front to back, cross it over, and just to give a little bit of bulk in this area so you can see it once it's done, just like this. Just like this. one more time. And now I'm going to tie it in a knot. I'm just going to let the tails hang and then they'll get cut. So that's what we have. I'm just going to fix this a little bit. So we have our little ball on top, just like that, okay? Can everybody see okay? Anybody have any questions so far? So now I'm gonna lay it down. Actually, I don't have to lay it down for this part. I'm gonna just take my scissors and go through the loops at the bottom and just cut. I'm gonna probably miss some. I will go through and get those. Let's see, you can tell if you put your fingers in if there are more. Hi, Debbie. Okay, so I'm gonna put my fingers through to make sure I did, yep, I missed a few here. I missed some here. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna leave this flat. So now I want my edges. I'm gonna flatten it out like this. I'm gonna cut what I can see here, just like so. And then I'm going to take it like this in a bunch, and I'm just going to cut the stragglers. Now, like I said, this is the way I do it. If you have a way that you like to do it, by all means do it that way. Mine is not the only way to do it. It's just the way I do it. I'm just giving it a little trim. Okay. So that's what we have. And for me, right now, it still looks a little, I don't know. It looks, I don't know what the word is I want to say, but it looks a little not as uniform as I would like it. So I'll show you what I do. Let's clean this up. So I have a steamer here. Here's my steamer, and I'm just going to take my tassel. Watch, you see how like scraggly it looks? I'm going to bring it in front like that, like that. It's very hot, so you have to be careful. Like that, like that, like that. I lift it up a little bit, do it there. And now you see how nice and flat it's laying? So I would do it a couple more times. And I also give it another little trim after this. Okay, let me turn my steamer off. Make sure it's off. I'm going to give it another little bit of a trim just to get my ends as even as possible. I'm going to do it over the garbage. And that's how I make my tassels for this project. Okay. There we go. Hi, Michelle. Okay, so that's what we have there. I'm going to go hang it up over here. I think for this one that we're doing now, I think I might use, I don't know which one I'm going to use, but I'm going to use one of these. So we'll leave them over here. So now I'm going to show you how I do my petals. So these are already done. I don't know if you can see the sparkle. You can a little bit. So I just sparkle my petals with different things. So this one is diamond dust, right? Nope. Yeah, this one is diamond dust. This one is diamond dust and a little glitter. So we're going to do these two. Let me get some parchment paper. I did bust out the steamer. I did bust out the steamer. So for the flowers, I just buy whatever stems I like, whatever stems are appealing to me. For those of you that are just coming in, I know that a few of you just came in. I'll show you what we're making. We're making these. So there's the tassel. Here's the tassel on this one. It's shorter because the pop is smaller. This one is very big. Let me see how big this one is. This is a 12-inch round. So this one is very big. And we have like all different silks and ribbons and pom-pom trim. We have a lot of stuff in here. I'll show you what I used. These are just some gold balls. So this is what we're making. So I'm going to show you what I did to the petals. Okay. So this will be your best friend to make things like this. This is a precision glue bottle that I got from Maricela, Mariposa's Creations. I know she restocked them. In here, I have Liquid Fusion. Okay. So I'm just going to take my Liquid Fusion and let it drop to the bottom. I'll get a sip of... Thank you, everybody. I have a plan for them. So I'm just going to go around the edges of certain petals. I don't do every petal. I feel like that's just sometimes less is more. I'm just going to go around. Let's see if I can bring it up there. Can you see that? I'm going to go around. It's so, the glue comes out in such a thin little area. I just put a tiny bit there. I'm going to use some diamond dust. 1 second. I'm just going to sprinkle it on that area. It will stick to the glue, and everything else I can tap off. And then you just have a little bit of sparkle on the tip. So I'm just going to do a few more, and then I'll do the other one. You can do it with also, I'll show you, the little tiny rhinestones. And it takes a little bit of patience, but I have a lot of those. Thank God. I'm just going to sprinkle the diamond dust on the petal. I wish that you could see the sparkle up close. Maybe when I take a picture of it outside today, you'll be able to see. But just on a few of the petals, I'll put that. So we'll leave this one to the side. We'll go to this one. I'm going to put the diamond dust back in here. Just like that. I got them, most of the flowers, except for 2, I got at Hobby Lobby, and the other ones I got at the Dollar Tree. I just pulled them off of the stem, and I cut the back, and I add a little bit of glue. After I cut the back, I add a little bit of glue right here so it doesn't come apart. Thanks, Lucy. Oh, hi, Anise. How are you? How are you feeling? So for this one, I'm just going to hold it in my hand. I'm just going to add some glue to the middle of the petal. A couple of them, just like so. I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to spread it out a little bit. It's nothing that you have to be precise with, because you just want it to stick there so that you get the look of it. And it doesn't need to be like perfect. I need a little bit more right there. Just like this. And then you can take your favorite glitter, whatever glitter you want, and you just sprinkle it. I'm going to hold this petal out like that. And it just sticks to where the glue is, and you get this pretty look. And like I said, I don't want it to be too much. I made one. Where is the one I made that I'm not using? I'll show you. I'm not using it, but it's very beautiful. It was just not the look that I wanted for this project. And then you have some of the petals with glitter, and I don't know, you probably can't see it, but it's there, and it's very pretty. It's subtle but pretty. Let me put, no. Let me put this back. I'm glad, Anise. Okay. Oh, I got more on my paper. That's okay. Does anybody have any questions so far? So liquid fusion in the precision tip bottle to do the edges of the petals. I think I lost comments. Okay. So this is the one I was telling you. I used teeny tiny little crushed rock on this one. And it's beautiful, but not for this project. I will definitely use it on another project. But you can see more of what I'm doing with the other stuff on this one. So just in little areas. Then, for my clay, so these are the molds I use that I'm going to tell you. This mold is from Hobby Lobby. It's the only one like this there. And these molds are from Amazon. They're just flower molds. This one is very deep and very squishy. So when I fill this mold, I'm going to show you how I fill it actually. It's easier to show you than to... Thanks, Lydia. Hi, Jenny. Okay, so when I fill this mold, because it's so big and squishy, you don't want to press down too hard and distort it, but you also want to make sure that you get all the detail that's in there. And for this project, I don't want them to be as big as this mold, because this, as you can see, like if this came, do I have one that I did the whole thing? I don't think so. If you do the whole thing, it's very big. It's very beautiful, but very big. Hi, Vicky, welcome. So what I do is, you'll see on the back of this one, I don't fill it all the way and I just push. So it's kind of pushed in here because I only want the part of the flower that's at the bottom. So what I'll do is I'll go in, I'll put my clay in, I'll push it down, and then I'll get my big ball tool and I will just push it into here. I'll go around the sides, I'll push it into here like so. and I'll pop it in the freezer. This, I cannot get this out looking beautiful if I don't put it in the freezer. If you put it in the freezer, you get all the definition of every petal, just like so. Okay, I'm going to take this out, put it back in here. All my flower molds that have all this detail, I put in the freezer. Because if you try to put clay in here and pull it out, it's going to get distorted by the time you get it out from the bottom. How are we doing on time? Okay, I got to hurry up. So, what I did to the flowers was I just put that glue again, and then I used these rhinestones, Diamond Clear from Mariposa's Creations. They're very, very tiny. Maricela, do you still have these in your shop? So they're very, very tiny, and I just put them on the edges. Some of them I put glitter. This one has glitter. And so on and so forth. So now we're going to build our lolly. So this is the one I have. My hole is down here, so that is my front. And I'm going to just, let me move my molds out of the way so they don't get all dusty. Sit down. So what I did was, thank you. Okay, so I have, here's my lolly. I'm going to just put the flowers how I like them. It's your choice. There's no right or wrong way. It's just how you like them. And I have my colors here. I have like a very light pink, I have a peachy pink, and I have a peach. So those are the colors in my tassel. They're the colors in my ribbon. And I'm just going to glue these down. Like this. So these you can use hot glue. I'm just going to add a lot of hot glue to the bottom. Hold it down like this. Thanks, Ginger. They're very sparkly. I'm hoping that when I take my pictures outside today, it's sunny out right now. We're supposed to get snow later on, but I'm hoping that you can see the sparkle. I'm just going to lift this up, put it where I want it, and hold it for a moment. I love to incorporate clay pieces. I don't want this greenery on here. So I'm just going to cut it off. Nothing wrong with it. I don't want to have green on here. If you want to add yours with greenery, by all means. You can actually add some in between the flowers if you like. But for this look that I'm going for, I don't want the greenery. So this rose is also all glittered up. So let me see. I'm going to take my clay flowers. I love to mix my clay with other things. I just love the way it looks. Let's see. Okay. And you just put it how you like it. I'm going to cut this nub off just like that. I'm going to glue this down. This is, like I said before, this is white crushed velvet. It's a little bit stretchy. The crushed velvet gives it a lot of depth. So, what is this piece of hair? The crushed velvet gives it a lot of depth. So now I'm just going to place I want this pink one down here because we need more pink. So for this, I'm going to use super glue to hold it and the hot glue. You can definitely use them for a wreath attachment. I'm going to use them, I think I'm going to use them on my Easter tree and on my mantle, but I'm not 100% sure. I have a couple ideas, but I promise as soon as I figure out how I'm going to use them, I will show you. So I'm going to add some here. And like I said, because I pushed the center of this in, I only have the edge, but I'm hoping that I'm going to put this hot glue and it's going to drip. It worked on the other one, so why wouldn't it work here? And I'm just going to lift the petals up here, tuck it, just like so. Hi, Laura. I hope you're feeling better. Hi, Sandra. Thanks, Debbie. Debbie, did your package come? I'm going to add this one over here, same thing. Just like so. I feel like I'm under the clock here. Hi, Bree. How are you? I'm going to add this one here. I love the look of the clay with, I'm going to add this peach one up here to bring some more peach over here. Hi, Maria. Oh, it's supposed to be delivered yesterday. That's so weird. I'll have to check the tracking. Okay. Just add some super glue and hot glue because the hot glue will not just hold the clay on here. It will come off. Hi, AAA. Good morning. Thanks, Shannon. All right. I'm going to add one more here. And then I'm going to add that. So we're just going to add this flower. These have been dry for a couple days. I'm sure it's no surprise. Just add some hot glue for the immediate stick. Add this one right here. So I'm just lifting up the petals and putting it in. So it's like that. And now I'm just going to take these other little petals, these little flowers, and just tuck them right in here. And then we'll be done with this part. And I don't know, what time is it? We'll start to stone it. This is where I'm so glad I have one complete. And then we're going to take this pink one. So that's a peach one I have up there. I'll hold it up as soon as I'm done. Cut a little bit. Like I said, when I pull the flowers off the stem, I put glue right around the nub so that it doesn't fall apart. Because if you don't, they will fall apart. Need some more glue. So what does everybody have planned for the weekend? We're getting a lot of snow for a couple days now. So we're going to get snow today. We're going to have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday snow. Not a good time. Just not a good time. Hi, Raymond, darling. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Okay. Now I have pearls, rhinestones, gold balls, pink rhinestones. I just have a plethora of things that I want to put on here. So I use my precision tip bottle that I don't know how I lived without it before. I really don't. I don't know what I did before I had it. I don't know what I did. Yes, I have my AirPods charging because I have to run to the store and get bread and milk because of the snow. I do have to go to the store and get a few things, but so I'm just going to put it down. Get my ginger tweezers. I'm going to pick up some pearls. I'm using the pink pearls out of this. This is from Glitz and Glue, the Princess Sprinkle Mix. I just put them in here and I'm just pulling them out. So we'll do the pearls first. Now, come on. Butterfingers, butterfingers. Just put the pearls in the glue. And I'm just going to go around. I'm going to do one more pearl. And I just do this. There's no rhyme or reason. There's just how you like it. You just go around. Then you add your rhinestones if you want them in a pattern. I like mine to go. I'll show you. I like mine to kind of go from smaller to bigger. That's just how I like it. You do it what's pleasing to your eye. When you look at it, you'll know if you like it. I feel it when I like it. I don't know if that's explaining it correctly. When I look at it and it's pleasing to my eye, then I know I'm good. Like when I first started this one, it was too straight and I brought it out and I'm happy with it. Let me see if I can bring it. Let me bring the smaller one closer so you can really see. So I just have pearls and little balls, gold balls. I have clear rhinestones, AB rhinestones, pink rhinestones, all in there. Just like that. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how we're going to put it together. Because if I sit here and stone, I only have 20 minutes left. I can add a few more stones. Let's add a few more stones. So because I know I've had this discussion before, this one is for me. These are for me because I have a project that I'm going to do with them. I'm using Austrian crystals. They're expensive. They're not inexpensive. So would I use these on something I was selling? It depends who the customer is and how much they want to spend, because this raises the price. So I'm going to use some Austrian crystals on this one. And there's nothing wrong with the regular crystals. I just know these are bigger, and I wanted a little bit of more of a pop. But you can use whatever you have. There's also bigger crystals in this mix, which I did use as well. But these, it just depends on if your customer wants to spend the extra, because it will be extra. They're not inexpensive. And they look just as good if you don't use them. You don't know what you don't know, right? If they're not there. I'll just add one more because I can't have an even number right here. Okay. Now I'm just going to take some of these pink rhinestones and go in between. And you just grab what you like and put it on. It's all what you like. You could do this in so many colors. If you had yellow stones, you could do yellow. I think it would be gorgeous with like a light teal. Hi, Andrea. So you're just going to go through and add whatever you like. Make it your own. I also have these that I love. These are from Tina's Tasteful Treasures. I don't know what they're called. I want to say these are the Aura ones. I'll hold them up. If she's on here, she'll tell you. I lost where I put my glue now. Where'd I put it? That's the one thing about the white. I can't see where I put it. I lost my spot. Which is fine, because that means you won't see it even after. I try to keep my eye on it. These right here, like they're beautiful. They're tiny. Tina, if you're on here, what are these called? I've been using them a lot. I love them. So we'll just add a few more I'm going to go for a few more minutes, just like 2 or 3 more minutes, and then I'll show you the ribbons. And then we're going to be going over to ginger. And I meant to print out the whole thing for today, and I didn't. And I don't have another device that I can look, but I do know that ginger is up after me. Hi, Christine, how are you? I'm so glad that you guys decided to spend some time with me this morning. I hope that you like this project. I hope you give it a try. If you give it a try, give me a tag. And there's so many possibilities. All right, so this is what I have so far. It's not anywhere near done, but that's what I have. Let me put these away. And thanks, Wendy. Oh, yeah. Okay. So now we're gonna, let me close this glue. Straighten up a bit. So this is what I have for my my streamers that are coming down. So this is, I'm going to show you what I use because I've already cut them because I knew that I was going to, the time just goes by so fast. So these are like, I don't know if they're actual silk. Chiffon ribbon. Okay, they're chiffon. So I have a peach, I have a white, and I also have a cream. Okay, that's what's in there. You'll see it in a minute. Here's some more chiffon ribbon. I didn't use every color in this, but I did use, and this is not chiffon, sorry, this is silk. This is cream, like a creamy peach and a cream. I use those. This is, I want to say, if I might say it wrong, if I say it wrong, somebody correct me, shibori. It's just shibori. It comes like this. It comes on these spools, and it's just thin. It's just like a beautiful fabric ribbon. What else did I use? Hold on. I used some of this that I got at Christmas time from Hobby Lobby, just some gold ball chain. I used ribbon. As soon as I show it, if any of you are wreath makers, you'll know the ribbon. I don't know what it's called. I used pom-pom trim. I used some of this eyelash yarn. So I just have, this is the one I was talking about. I just put this in. You can add anything you want, any ribbon, anything you want. So I will also add, I will put a bow on the front, a satin bow, and I'll leave those tails real long to hang. I'll show you on that one. So in order to tie this on, here's my dowel. I'm going to show you, I'm not going to glue this yet because I'm not done with it. I'm going to show you what I did, and then I'll show you the completed one. We're going to get, where did I put the tassels? Let me see which tassel. I think this one's going to be too long. We're going to use that one. I take my bundle. So I have the bundle tied with one of these. I take the bundle just like this. You cut them however long you want. You can cut them shorter. I'm using all the stash, Debbie, all of the stash, whatever I have. Even if I had a little piece, I just put it in. I love that look. I love that look for Easter. I'm going to take this, bring both of the darker ones, sorry, to the back. I'm going to take it here, hold it up, and I'm going to put my tassel over that knot. I'm actually going to cut I'm going to cut this shorter. Remember I said I might cut it shorter? I'm cutting it shorter. I'm going to cut the knot off, and we're going to tie it a little closer down. Just like that. So now I only have this little bit here, like that. I'm going to cut this off. Pull this through here. So this is already not, all the ribbons are already knotted inside here. Then I'm going to take these two up and hang my tassel right there. And then I'm going to go back here and tie this around my stick, just in the back, tie it around my stick. I'm also going to take my pom-pom trim and tie that around the stick. And once I put it around the stick and tie it, these are just going to hang wherever they hang, and I'm going to put glue to hold it in place. And I'll show you on the other one. I don't want to do it on this one because I'm not done with this lolly. So if I do it on here, I'm not going to be able to take the stick out. Okay, so let me get the other one. I'll show you. So I was also thinking, I'll give you another idea. If you have like this stick, I had to cut because it was way bigger. I'm going to say the stick was about 4.5 feet when I bought it. It's just a round stick. I did not paint my sticks because I like the look of the natural wood on here. But if you want to paint your sticks, you could paint them white, gold, stripes, polka dots, whatever you like. You do whatever you like. So you can see here, I'll bring it up. I tied here, and then I put glue. Okay? So everything else is flowy. The only thing that's tied are these two in the back, and then the tails hang. I made a satin bow and a pink bow. I just glued it on top, just like that. And then my tassel looks like it's hanging from under. It is hanging from under there because it's tied to these. And that's what we have. But what I was saying was, if you have a pot, a favorite pot, or you wanted to make this like a topiary, but you can just put this stick, if you have a lot of styrofoam in there, leave the stick long and put it down and then have all these hanging. That would be gorgeous. Gorgeous. So I might have to make another one and make a topiary out of it. So that's what we have. See, I have the satin ribbons just hanging. Nothing, I have, for this, I have measured nothing. I cut them and I just let them hang. I think that's the beauty of it. If that bothers you and you need them even, you cut them. You make it however you like it. So that one's that. You can use whatever kind of flowers you want. You can make, so, oh, hold on, I'll show you something else. My mind goes 100 miles a minute when I'm on because I know I only have a certain amount of time. So these tassels have some, like a minty light blue. And you can add some minty light blue in to your flowers, or you can also, you know what I thought was a really good idea for this? I didn't do it because I want to be able to use it up until I decorate for summer, but where is it? This was a good idea. So I don't know if you saw my cookies for Valentine's, you saw me make cookies like this. Okay? If you added, especially in the big one, like if you wanted to add some bunnies, you can just like pop them in back here, have them peeking out. So that would be super cute. You could make these in that minty blue color and add them. Gorgeous. So there's so many possibilities, so many. So for this one, I just did the same thing. This one has a little bit of different ribbons. This one has more of the creams. This has a double satin bow, just a finger bow, a shorter tassel. This is about a 6-inch round. And then this one also, I did not put anything here, but you could, like on this one, it has the rhinestone rope, but the velvet is so beautiful. It gives it such dimension because it's the crushed velvet. So you can do it that way. Thanks, Lucy. So that's what we have. I added some, I added some half pearls. Let me see what else is in here. I added half pearls. I added some of these little white flowers. These were all, I had all this stuff already because we should have a challenge. Like, what can Wendy make with what's in her stash? These just paper flowers. I love using my clay and paper and ribbons, and I like mixing it all together. I also like making things that are just clay, but I just love the look of adding everything together. Thanks, Cece. So that's it. Does anybody have any questions? Let's take some questions because I'm going to just sit and finish stoning this after. I hope that you all liked it. I hope that you tried to make one. If you have any questions, please message me. If you make one, please tag me. Makes my heart very happy. I hope that I inspired you to try something that you wouldn't have normally tried, or even if you would have tried it, if you put a different spin on it. Like I said, I could not have done this without this bottle. It would have been way more difficult. Thanks, Lucy. I appreciate you. I appreciate you saying so. I put a lot of time and thought and love. Where are the molds? Roses, or where are the flower molds? Roses or peonies? Okay. I'm not a good flower person. I can just tell you that they're pretty. So I definitely have a rose mold because I know that this is a rose. I don't know what this is. Jenny, you're sweet. This one, I don't know. Is this a peony? I think this might be a peony. Come on, is it a peony? So the glue in the small bottle is Liquid Fusion. You can take a screenshot if you want. Hold on, I'll move out of the way. Thanks, Sam. Is it a carnation? I don't think it's a carnation. I wouldn't have bought a carnation mold unless I was unaware that I was buying a carnation mold. But where are they? Where did I put them? I put them here. This one for sure. This one for sure is Hobby Lobby. I know that for sure. It looks like this. I think it was $3.99 or $4.99, half off always. Yes, this bottle, I'm sorry. Is that what she was asking? Thank you, Sam. Thank you. This bottle is from Maricela Mariposa's Creations. It's just a precision tip bottle. The tip is very small. You have to squeeze it a little hard to get it out, but it does put it exactly where you want it, which is what allows me to do the edges of the flowers and not have anything spreading. This mold has to be from Amazon, I think. It's either from Amazon or Temu. I have so many molds, guys. Yeah, that's how I think that's how you spell peony. And this one comes in several sizes. I believe that it's a candle mold. It's very squishy, so you have to put it in the freezer. let's say I have 3 minutes left. So let me say my goodbyes and say thank you to Debbie for inviting me. It was an honor. Thank you, thank you. This is what we made. I mean, we can have an Easter parade, right? I'm in love with them. I will post pictures of them shortly on my page. I am also going to post pictures when I use them and what I'm going to use them for. I'm not sure yet. It's one of two things. And I hope that you make one. I hope you try a tassel. There's so many things we can put them in. I think I also might want to make one with a topiary. I'm bending down now between them. Ginger, our lovely Ginger, is up next. On my page, if you go down 2 posts, is the lineup for today and tomorrow. I know Ginger is next. Thanks, guys. Thank you, thank you. I know Ginger is up next. I'm sure she's going to have something fabulous. I'm going to go get my AirPods off the charger, put them in, run to the store so I'm going to keep them in so I can watch everybody. So if you see me and I'm not commenting, it's just because I'm running around getting ready for the snow. And I love you all. Thank you for joining me. I thoroughly enjoy it. I don't know what I would do if I didn't craft. I love it so much. And I love you all so much. And I'm so grateful that Debbie asked me. If you don't follow me, give me a follow and a like. I post some cute stuff. Thanks, Lydia. Thank you. And I am going to sign off. I'll be back in this craft room as soon as I get back from the store, finishing that lolly. I'm going to try to take these pictures now before it gets snowy. Thanks, Wendy Brown. I love you all. Go check out Ginger. Thanks, Debbie. Mwah. Bye, guys. Have a great weekend.